Good morning. So today I saw it fit that we dwell much on the assignment that I sent and the one that you sent for me, the end term one. So I'll have to share my screen for the two assignments so that we have a look at it. And if you have a friend of yours, you can tell them to join to learn this skill. So we'll talk about that. So let me share. So essentially, that was the first assignment that sent me. I think it's first we begin with the assignment 2. So this one was still introduction to Excel basics. And oh no, let me wait. So the objective for the assignment was to help you familiarize yourself with various functionalities of Microsoft Excel. And after completing these tasks, you'll be able to navigate the various interfaces of the Excel sheet. You can enter the data, perform simple calculations. And for now, you have first to open the Excel sheet of which we've opened, then create a new workbook of which we will create. Then we perform now data entry. The one that I saw you shared, I think it wasn't showing whatever this assignment basic. So in cell A1, we have to type the student name. And in cell B1, we have to type the score. So, and enter the following data. So first, we have to enter this one and type student name and the score. So that was one was not yours, but I think, oh, this one was the one that I had, I had told you to compute, but anyway, it's good you presented well using pie chart, and you've presented the total, though I don't know the formula that you used. Yeah, I can see B2 times C2, B2 times C2, the total for that. B2, which is this one, times the C2, giving you the total for your groceries. Hospital bill, that one times that one. And then I think what you had was to have here the totals for you for the expenses. You can have total here. Uh, Let me compute the total here for all your data. That's the total for your expenses. So that is it. So the total for this, I don't know if your formula will agree with me. Total, we usually highlight that one, then we drag here. We can enter formula because this one is now B7 times the C2. It's calculating the two rows, but essentially this is the total expenses. We can have total equals to sum sum of which you double click. Sum of what? Sum of now this one, the cumulative of each that one. So your total expenses is that for all of your expenses, be it the groceries, be it the rent, transport, and whatnot. So for that, and I think for your presentation, that's good. You can change here, maybe the legend to show us which one. Legend, that one is telling us 1, 2, 3, 4 items, but we can change the various type, but I think you presented well that one. So let's go now to the assignment that I gave you this one. So in A1, let's type the student name and score. So let us type here. Okay. Let's type now student name then M, A1, then you can enlarge this column, and then here you can also enlarge it. Type there the score for the students before we begin now the data entry on the same as the score. Now we are done with the first part, the assignment. So we have now to enter various scores, the student name and various scores. So the first one was this one. We have John Doe. Can copy that. It can copy which else type. The first entry is John. My cursor is not typing here. So John Doe as the first student. Doe. The score is scored 85. Scored 85. So 85. We have another one, John Smith. Or what? John Smith, or is it John or James Smith? James Smith. James Smith. James Smith. How much did he score? James Smith scored 92. 92. 92. Another student, I want to hurry. Bob Johnson, 78. Bob Johnson, 78. Bob Johnson. I wanted you to enter this. He had 78. We have another student by the name Mary Davis, had 88. Mary Davis had 88. Mary Davis had 88. Okay. Mary Davis had 88. So now we can highlight this first to make it bold, or let me highlight specific, not the whole column. Here we just make it bold. Then we make it, let's say, green, or that one. So now we've entered that. We just want to follow every bit of the assignment, details of it. That format cells in column B. In column B, scores as numbers with 2 decimal places. So we don't know this one is what now. So we have to format these scores. So let us format column B 2 decimal places. And here is the one now that you have to format with. Why is it not? Let us have here. Then I think it has some number, currency. This one. Is it not showing us the two? Okay, just wait. I'm not seeing it. Data percentage of fraction custom. Or sorry, I think I formatted evenly. So we have to highlight here this one. Is it? My color isn't. Yeah, now we formatted well, comma style. We formatted not 2 decimal places because we can have a various scores. So the next bit of the assignment was now tax 3 on calculations. Now, basic calculation, we've entered the data, that's the data entry and formatted it. Now we have to perform the various calculations. So in cell A7, type average cost, A7, A7, okay, A7, have we not entered the mark meditative gen? Okay, in A7 type average cost, A7 is this one. I have to type average scores, which is the average or the mean of these students, average scores. We have to hurry up because my time is getting me half. Then we come here, calculate the average scores of the scores in B2 to B6. Calculate the average scores in B2 to B2 to B5. Average score is now from this one to this one, and it should be on this, yeah. It should be on that where we've typed the average scores. So from this one, we have to type the average for this student. We have to type the average function. Then from B2 to B5, then enter. That's the average scores for that, which is 85.75 is good. Wait for that. So in the next part of the assignment is to have now, in A8, we have to type the total scores, A8. A8 is this one, total scores for the student. We have total scores, literally that one. And I think the next part, if I'm not wrong, is now to compute the total scores. Now we have to calculate total scores for using the formula. Now total scores, this one now. We have the sum, total is sum, essentially, which is the sum. We have the sum for this one, B2 to B5. Sum for the student is 343. For this course, let's say it was English or whatnot. So essentially, we're through with basic calculations. Next bit of the assignment now was to cell format. We've computed now, we have to format these cells. Select cells A1 to B8, A1 to B8. This one is A1, this one is A1 to B8, if I'm not wrong, that one B to B8. B8 is that one now. So A1 to B8 we have to select. Then after selecting now, the second part is now to apply background formatting to selected bold formatting to the selected cells. Let's bold. I think I bolded some. Bold now. And then next bit is now change the color of header A1 to B1 to blue. A1 to B1. A1, that is A1 to B1. I never knew even, I think I had selected it. A1 to B1. It now, you've changed the color. That is, which one is blue now? This one blue. Let's say this one. We are colorblind, man. So we need to save B7 because you can lose it. Apply. We have now to apply border around the cells containing student name and scores. Borderline, you have to apply borderline. Let's say this one. Oh, borderline conditional formatting table. Pivot table. Okay. Number alignment font, keyboard, page layout. Okay, start this now on top. With this border in here. Just want to know the problem it. You can leave that for now. We come okay. We can draw the border outside, the outside. Yeah, we have formatted now the borders for this. We can enlarge. Right. So next part of the assignment, we have applied border around the cell. Then now chart creation. Okay, so you created for your expenses. You need to highlight A1 to B5, which is the data now, which is this one, A1, which is this one to B5. That one now, B5 is that you don't represent the averages. So now after that, create a simple bar chart. We have to create a simple bar chart and visualize student scores. Come there, as I shown you there is star, insert, recommended, bar chart, zipper. Let me see. What is that chart? Is it bar or pie? I have a bar, it's not pie. So come here, then recommended one. I like this one. Now I'll have that bar. Use this one today, then click OK. That was now your scores. The one you can see leading was Smith. You can visualize now without seeing the individual scores. Then we have that now place the chart, a new sheet name scorecard. Place the chart on a new sheet name scorecard. Now we are in this sheet. We have now to have the new one. Then we created score chart. Score chart for this. We have to create score chart. Okay, score chart. Okay, then after that, I think is to transfer now. So we need to place that chart now. We have here in the sheet 4. We take this one now. You have to take this one. You have to cut. Then we place it here. Okay. Okay, we can visualize. We can see it as visualized 12 past course for various students. The next part of the assignment is now saved and submit. So you can save now. You can save here. But for the chart, you can have various manipulations. Here for the elements, you have errors for that, which is the standard deviation. Data label, we want to see who scored what. You have also legends. For that, you can click that scores. We can have also trend line, which in this case, it will not be coming out well. So that's it. We can save. And that work now that I gave you on this basics, we went at well. I wanted you to follow that. So now we have to come to now end term exam. So you gave me this assignment. I never knew it. So was it on from you're given from the place that you have been trained on or what? So your basic was to compute now the position for each student. You have various scores for Sharon Minor, that's you. Scored, let's say 116, the total scores 87. We have now to compute the position. So I have first to remove this, the maximum function, because it will highlight that. So let us copy this. Let us copy now this one for us to work well. Copy, we can input here or in a new sheet. We can input in a new sheet. So this one now, we can keep that formatting. Then you saw I changed different formatting styles. I can use this one or this one. Or change the coloration. We can change that one. So long as in a way that you learn, but that's not what we wanted. So essentially for us to, we have to, let me clear this one out. I never wanted to have a transfer of the mean for each subject because now that's an individual basis, but we want to compute now the overall position for the student. So for this, we have, well, let's save this sheet position, position, position for the student, right? Then we click OK, it has saved now. So for us to enter, to know which student became number one, which one became number 2 or 10, we have to have our various functions. And I think it was hard for you to compute because I told you it's more an advanced for your case for a beginner. So you have to type rank. So we have the various rank. This one was the old one, so it's not being supported currently. We have rank dot equals to rank average. For rank average, it returns the rank of a number in a list of numbers. It says it relative to other values in the list. It has more than it has more than one value as the same rank. So for the case of student that tie, so usually use that. But essentially it jumps other numbers because a student can have 80 marks, and I don't have 80 marks, and I don't have 80 marks. For now, because there are 3 students, it will, let's say they were number 9, it will jump from number 9 to number 12. So we cannot be able to have number 10. So that's it. So for our case, we have rank equal. This determines the number in a list of numbers, and it's related to other values in the list. Is more than one has the same rank, the top of the set is returned. So in this one, let's say the student scored 80 and they were number 9. All of them will become number 9, but number 10 who scored 79 will be on number 10, not number 12. So you have to click that. Then after clicking now, it's tell you now the number. The number, the reference in this case is this score, which is for Sharon. Sharon. So we click that one. So after that one, now we have to input now a comma. You see, it's leading you. It's good with Excel, it leads you. Then now we have to reference which one now, which reference column that we are referring to, it's an F, or that total column that you are basing now your number. So after that, so I need to highlight, let's say, then we have to highlight that one, comma. Then we want your number to appear in which order? Is it an ascending order or a descending? A descending order is the one that scored the highest. Descending rank refers as if reference was listed in a descending order. The one that scored, let's say, for this case, I can see 194 or 183. The one with the top will be ranked the first. And in that descending order, 183, 182 in that descending order. So we click that 0. Then we close now. We close our case. We close that. So now you've input a rank functions equals or dot equal for our case. So then we click OK. So now it's giving us now for that the number 6. But if we now we drop that now to that, it's giving us throughout the the column. So number 1 was let me find that one. Number 1 was Ruth Kingo, who scored on 94. It was followed by Mark Karure with 2, with 183 in this case. Number 3 is the one who scored 175. Alice Karengo, that case, scored that. The number 4 is the one who scored 155. The number 6 is done, one that's code 116. So we've computed that. If we had very many students, we'll be able to compute that. But for your case, you computed also the mean scores for each subject. We can say for English, so the mean, you usually see some average. We usually have average functions. Average, we compute that. Then we highlight for that student, that one. So you, let's say you take throughout for this, you highlight through that. So it compute for you each and every score mean. Let's say this is mean on average. Let's say average for a common people to understand the average. So we can compute here on average. So you see average, which subject, right? Average. So now we can have standard deviation for this course on English. Standard deviation. My time is running up. The Zoom has some limitation with me. So deviation for that. So standard deviation is also a function which you can compute during high school time. I think you perform, but it was manually, right? Standard is standard. Let me, in my class, it is not showing me well. So standard P deviation, P standard, which is standard deviation based on the entire population. Standardized is normalized value for that based on the entire populations. We have this one standard deviation based on sample. We ignore now the logical one and text in the sample. So we click that one. Then we highlight the range that we want for English. So standard deviation for was 14, that's what was quite large. I don't know what there was that variation. So we have to format this one, let's say bold. Let's say bold for this whole row. Bold. Then we have bold. We can also, that's great. We can also represent this data. Let's say we represent usually this one. We can represent using various recommended charts. So you can use that one or this one that you've been recommended for, or we can have all the bar, that one. We can also have area, we can have X scatter plot, we can have stock. There's various represent, we can have that one. You can represent using various forms. So for your case, we can use recommended one. And let's say this one, not that one, that's not good. So we can use this one. Then you click OK. We can be able to see various performance for various students. But I've represented admission, but I don't want to represent that. Let me return. I just wanted to represent all these performance for various subjects. And insert recommended one, that's it. And we can see various performance, which is maths is performing relatively well. For that, you can input the title, the performance for each subject. You can use various elements, chat elements, title for that, data label for that performance. You have data table to show you performance errors or standard deviation for these various things. So I think now that's it. You've known how to compute the position. You've known how to compute the average scores. You have to compute the standard deviation for each scores. And you know also the part of this sheet, how to compute, how to enter data and compute various averages and scores for that. So I think You can say that's enough for today, and thank you. You can have your colleagues now. If we have fit, we can add other students who are ready to learn various functions. We can have Excel sheet. We have also publishers. Also, we have a PowerPoint presentation. We have also we have also Access, Microsoft Access. We can be having classes online, right? So it's 30 minutes or 20 and you're done. Thank you.